Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to everyone who has joined us today. All our esteemed guests, Dean Ma'am, good afternoon. I can see about 75 people have joined us today on this Sunday afternoon. I, Dr. Kushagra Bansal, on behalf of Team Gurukool, wish you all a very happy Teachers' Day. We at Gurukool aim to make the campus life more enjoyable and to provide all with an environment to not just become good physicians, but also better human beings. We have been striving to provide a platform for both students and faculty to enhance their skills and to promote social responsibility amongst Malanians. Together, we hope to create a huge family which we are proud to call our own. Every year, to mark the founding day of Gurukool, we have organized MAMC Dialogues, where people from different walks of life come with us and share their life experiences and teachings. It has been a highly appreciated event, something not just all of us at Gurukool, but people from MAMC and even beyond look forward to. This year, due to travel restrictions, uncertainties about gatherings, and a possible third wave of the pandemic at our doorstep, we decided to not hold MAMC Dialogues. Hopefully, things will get better and we will be able to hold the event with full fervor next year. If you have missed any of our previous MAMC Dialogues, the links can be found on our website. This past year has been full of emotions. Moments that have made us happy, moments that have made us sad, also moments that have presented opportunities for growth. Today marks the completion of 4 years since the establishment of Gurukool in MAMC. It has undoubtedly taken leaps and bounds to flourish as an organization that has touched many lives in MAMC and beyond. To give us a glimpse of what Gurukool has achieved in this past year, I invite Ms. Sulakshmi Agarwal to present the annual report.
Thank you, Dr. Kushagra. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Sulakshna Agarwal, and I'll be presenting the Gurukool annual report for the session 2020-2021. On 5th September 2020, we had our 4th edition of MAMC Dialogues via online platform on the theme Medical Education, Training the Mind and the Heart, which was further live streamed on YouTube channel. The 4 eminent personalities from different walks of life, Mrs. Sujata Deshmukh, CEO and founder of Tutel Consulting, Mr. Sonam Wangchuk, an education reformist, Dr. M.R. Raja.
Kushagra, I think we need to take over.
Yes, sir. So unfortunately, it seems Sulakshna's internet is giving some troubles. So September 2020, we held our MAMC Dialogues, which was the first ever online MAMC Dialogues. We had Mr. M.R. Rajgopal, Ms. Sujata Deshmukh, Mr. Sonam Wangchuk, and Dr. Siddharth Ramji as our esteemed guests. This panel was highly appreciated, and I believe this video on our YouTube channel has crossed over 1,500 views. Next slide, Kunal. In September 2020, a Chaupal session on Corona Warriors was held. Here we had people from our own hospital and from Doctors for You who talked about their experiences with the pandemic. We had Dr. Suresh Kumar, Medical Director of Loknayak Hospital, Dr. Rajat Jain from Doctors for You, an NGO which has been helping us tremendously, Mr. Rajesh Seni, a nursing officer from LNH, Dr. Akhilesh, our own resident doctor from LNH. This event was tied together by Dr. Ashima Dabas, a faculty here at MAMC. In October 2020, a special session was held for students interested in giving the USMLE and taking their practices abroad. Dr. Vikas Agarwal, an intervention cardiologist from the University of Michigan, and Dr. Montesh Singla, a nephrologist in North Carolina, guided our students about how to give the exam and how to prepare about it. In October 2020, under the Meet, an Innovate for Health competition was held by Johns Hopkins at Bloomberg Public School. Teams from our college participated and got the chance to present their papers internationally. Hands That Help, an organization which has been helping the less fortunate in Delhi, is in association with Gurukool, and we have been conducting donation drives all over the city. In December 2020, under the Satyanveshi program, Ms. Ananya Vadhera, a second-year MBBS student, presented a paper, Incidents and Triggers of Migraine in Medical Students Across India, at the Gurukool Con. In March 2021, Dr. Vikrant introduced Gurukool at MAIDS. This was highly appreciated among the students at Maulana Azad Institute of Dental Sciences, and we hope to see more participants join us from there. In May 2021, we lost one of the people we have seen around in MAMC, Bhandari Bhaiya. He's been serving us all, doctors, students, faculty. His sad demise led his family in shambles, and we at Gurukool tried to raise some funds which could be sent to his family. We managed to generate a good enough amount of 4 lakh rupees, which we hope ease their burdens. However, this would not have been possible without all of you, our contributors. This is a video message recorded by his family, which was shared with all of us. Kunal, I believe we can skip forward. Litmosphere, the book club of MAMC, has been very active throughout the year. We've had 6 to 7 meetings, both online and offline. We've been discussing various books, a few of the posters which can be seen on the screen. We'll be continuing to host further meetings, which you can definitely join. In June 2021, those had sessions to train students from our college to be peer supporters. This was done in association with Hands for Help, an organization in Australia. Under the Satyanveshi program, yet another study was done. Perceived stress amongst medical students and doctors in India during the COVID-19 pandemic. This was done by Ms. Nishtha Agarwal in association with faculty from our college. Yet another study published at the ACS Quality and Safety Conference was by Ayman P. Afsar and Sulakshana Agarwal, both from Maulana Azad Medical College. Our Chaupal sessions held every Tuesday at 4 p.m. This particular one was talked about Ayush, its importance in medical curriculum. Topics about an internship week in different departments of Ayush could be held, and its importance was realized. Gurukool Way Forward. As 4 years of Gurukool have been completed, we held a Chaupal in which over 25 students and people participated and contributed their ideas about how Gurukool should move forward, different verticals that could be introduced under Gurukool. We'll surely hope to take action on these ideas. In August 21, Dr. Mahima conducted a session, My Uterus, My Choice, in which discussions about how much waste is generated during all the sanitary products being used was talked about. Its importance was realized and how it could be minimalized. Over here now, we have our accounts. Total funds raised from May 2020 to April 21 was about 65,000 rupees, out of which in the last financial year, about 38,000 was spent. The breakdown is as follows. In MAMC Dialogues held last year, about 5,500 rupees was spent. As #COVID Life Prize Awards in competitions organized, related to COVID, 8,000 rupees was spent. About 7,500 rupees was spent in gadgets. In association with Hands That Help, for blanket donations, about 7,500 rupees was spent. For the upkeep of our website, about 5,000 rupees was spent. So that's all about the annual report. We at Gurukool have been working towards newer initiatives to enhance the college experience for all of us, students and faculty. To present our two latest initiatives, I would like to invite Dr. Anurag.
Thank you, Kushag. So first initiative which we are launching today is Gurukool Fund for Medical Students. Now, why there's a need of it? Because we realized in this period that there are many medical students, especially, who, because of the lack of money, they are not able to achieve their actual potentials. So we at Gurukool believe that money should not be a criteria on which anybody's success can be hindered on. So we decided that can we contribute amongst ourselves to help these kids. So the purpose is to create a corpus which will be pulled in from the students, the faculty, and the alumni and other interested donors, and help and support these students. The use of the fund will be to purchase of books, to help them enroll for workshops and conferences, to enable them to travel and to pay for their registrations if they are going to present a research paper or something like that. Or it can be any other academic cause, like maybe publication fee for an article or any similar activity. Who can apply? Any student of MAMC and mates basically belonging to this campus, they can apply for this scheme. And the application part is very simple. They have to just go to the Gurukool website. Under the Gurukool website, under our projects, they'll find the link for Gurukool funds, and they will find a link for the application form. Just download this form, fill it up with the details. You need to attach few documents which will prove your income status and other things, and the actual need of your requirement. So fill it up and send it to us. We will keep receiving these forms continuously throughout the year. The verification will be done by Gurukool team, and it will be submitted to an expert committee, which will be formed out of some senior faculty of MAMC and mates. This committee will typically sit 4 times in a year, every 3 months, and will decide on the number of applications whichever are available. And the funds will be decided by the committee, and they'll be dispersed in form of books or items. At no point we will be giving direct money or cash to the students. That is the feedback we got from every advisor of ours. Also, a lot of people will be donating us books and other items which and not direct money. The list of such material will be displayed on the website, and the students can directly raise a requirement for these items, and that can be given directly to them. So this is what Gurukool Fund for Medical Students will work like. From those who have to those who need. So I really urge all of you to come forward and donate for this cause. And also, if you know somebody who can actually make use of this fund, please ask them to apply for it. So you can contribute, the donors can contribute in terms of money. They can contribute as books, which they have been using but are not using. They can also link us for discounted rates or waivers available from publishers directly, or maybe travel partners or coaching institutes or any such thing, so that we can pass it on these benefits to the students. So this is about Gurukool Fund, and I again request all of you to support us in this cause. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would also like to reiterate that please come forward and help this cause. And I hope people who need the benefit from it can get so. Our next initiative, we believe, has the potential to revamp the bonds shared between faculty and students. A formal mentorship program, Satyanveshi, has been chalked out by our faculty and students. To shed more light on this, I would again like to invite Dr. Anurag. Over to you, sir.
Satyanveshi, I think, is the dream project of Gurukool. From the day one of Gurukool, mentorship is the core principle on which we were working. We were always working to create an environment where this relationship between the teacher and the student, it grows. And it is not just a classroom engagement. It is much beyond that. It's not just academic growth of the student. It is a growth in multi dimensions. So we were thinking a lot about this, but initially we were thinking that a casual mentorship is the best model, maybe. But down the line, we realized that maybe there's a need of a structured mentorship model. And I'm really very happy to see our mentor here, like Dr. Ramji is here, who has been supporting us from day one of the inception of Gurukool. And we were talking a lot about this program with him also. Even Dr. Ritu also, we were discussing that mentorship is a thing which should be there in college and it should be available for everyone. So what happened is during this past 1.5 years, because of COVID, the engagement between the students and teachers was not happening. So we kind of ventured into a pilot experiment where we started a research mentorship program. What we did is we gave a call for volunteers, whoever are interested in research mentorship, our research, and the many who came up on the first go. And then we started giving them a stepwise task. Like the first task we gave them, okay, you have to come up with a research question, whatever you want to work on, and nothing else. We'll not talk about data or publication or at any time, but just come and frame a research question. We did a workshop with them, very small 1 hour online workshop where how to make a research question was told to them. And then they came up. So 14 such people came back to us with a research question. Then similarly, we continued giving them tasks like, okay, now do a literature search on this research question and come back. When we gave this task, we had a session on how to do a literature search. I still remember a very popular session held by Dr. Ashima on how to do a PubMed search on this. So similarly, down the line, we had around 14 mentees who worked with us, 6 mentors who helped them, 8 completed studies till now, 1 publication already, 4 international presentations already, and many more in pipeline. But more important than that, we had a lot of insights, and there was a realization of need of a formalized mentorship program. So to consolidate all this learning more, we organized a qualitative analysis where we interviewed all the mentees and mentors who were part of this program. The study is done. We have analyzed the data and we have got the inputs, and it is ready for publication now. But not just a publication. Based on these inputs, we are launching Satyanveshi, which is the mentorship program for undergraduate students. This will work as a platform. I jokingly call it as a Tinder for mentorship, where the mentees and mentors both will register, and we will help them match each other based on their shared interest, shared skill sets, and areas they want to work in or they want to learn. And today, I think Dean Ma'am will be launching this, and after that, the links will be live on the website. And I really, this is one thing I think can change how mentorship or research will happen in this campus. So I really urge all of you, all teachers, all students to avail this initiative. Here, I would like to invite Dr. Ashima, who will talk maybe about a mentor's experience because she was part of it. Dr. Ashima?
Thank you, Dr. Anurag. Just to keep it very brief, most of what we experienced and the journey through you've already shared very well. But I would just want to emphasize that for me, mentorship actually moved into 3 phases. The first one was a phase where I was very, very skeptical, not just about the mentee of whether he or she would really come and complete the task, would be able to do it, but also about myself as being an relatively inexperienced faculty for now, whether I would be able to do justice to the cause or not. It then moved on to a phase where there was a lot of excitement, surprise, I should say, because the mentees actually performed very, very well, more than what I had expected they would be able to do on themselves. But with a little guidance, I could see them working very hard to achieve something beyond my set goals for them. And finally, there was a beautiful phase of contentment where it like whatever you have put in through the last few months or weeks, it comes out so beautifully. It may not be a materialistic thing like a publication, but the entire process of learning, and not just for the mentee but also probably learning for my own self, was very, very satisfying. And I would agree with what Dr. Narag just shared, that it is the enthusiasm and the spirit shown by the mentees that actually pushed us to formulate something where where there would be less boundaries and less hiccups in a mentee approaching a mentor, and for us being able to make MAMC and a very beautiful place as it has always been. So the I wish all of you to please come forward, and everybody can have something to mentor some in our students. It need not be academics, it need not be research. Trust me, our mentees probably need something beyond all this. And what I would agree is that probably I in turn I would be learning much more from a mentee than just being a mentor for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ashima. Uh, Now I think let's hear from a mentee. Dr. Eman is here, who has completed a study. She has presented in an international forum, and also have already sent the manuscript for publication. Dr. Eman, Ms. Eman, I would say at this time.
Thank you, Dr. Anurag, for giving me this opportunity to share my experience with you all regarding my research experience. So, beginning about the Satyanveshi program, it all started in March last year when the lockdown happened. It was then when I saw a message on the Gurukool group. Those interested in research, please DM. Seeing that this message is coming from Dr. Anurag, I thought like this must be something very interesting. So let's just do it. And I texted him, and he asked me for my area of interest and asked me to present a research title within a week. Since I was very new to this and I didn't have much experience about research, so I just started exploring. And I explored a lot and came up with a few ideas and presented them to Sir. So the next step was a discussion among the responders and the mentors. And we had a Google Meet and then we discussed the topics. It was then when I met Dr. Lavneesh Bai, and in the meeting, Dr. Anurag, Dr. Lavneesh, Dr. Ashima, all of them were very keen and they gave us very valuable input on the topic and also on how to go about. They also held regular sessions on methodology of research. And then Dr. Anurag got me in touch with Dr. Lavneesh. And like looking back half a year ago, sorry, a year and a half ago, I just don't have enough words for the patience the team of mentors have shown. I still remember how they have been always very helpful, very approachable, and how I remember how Dr. Lavneesh taught me everything from like ABC of research to writing a manuscript. And he used to call me up and tell me points of improvising my protocol. He would screen share, he would send frequent mails on how to edit or how to improve it. He was also the one who got the ethical clearance for the study. He got responses for the questionnaire. He helped me analyze the data, got us in touch with the statistician. He also helped us in finding the journal, sending it for publication. And Dr. Lavneesh has always been very helpful. He shares very good opportunities with me regarding research or leadership or anything that finds that can be useful to any student for their development. I look up to him for guidance in all the aspects, and also if I find opportunities, I text him about it, and then he's very open to discussion. And I would just like to say, mentor-mentee relationship is something that each one of us should develop, especially when we come to a new environment. Like in college, we are very new. We don't find how to like settle, how to adapt, and I think mentor-mentee relationship is something that is going to help us adapt better and grow better. Also, I would like to add that we should respect each other and be patient, and also respect the deadlines or the time that each of us can give to each other. So now I would be sharing with you on how to formally apply for this. So the procedure, the program outline is very simple. It comprises a mentor and a mentee. A mentor can be anyone, a student or a postgraduate or a professor. And then there are mentees. Mentees can be anyone who needs guidance in any aspect. So the procedure is simple. You need to fill up the form, and then the executive committee assesses those forms, and then they get matched, and then they start working together. So now I would be briefing you all up on how to. Yeah. So you just simply need to go to the Gurukool MAMC website. And in order to do that, you can simply like search on Google Gurukool MAMC, then it pops up. And then in Gurukool, you can just click on the project section. When you click on the project section and scroll to the bottom of the page, the Satyanveshi link comes up. In the Satyanveshi link, once you click that, then this, and you scroll to the bottom, then this appears. If you want to join as a mentee, you can click on that link. If you want to join as a mentor, you can click on that link, and then a Google form appears. And this is just a brief of how the Google form looks. And you can also add whatever concerns you have regarding your issues. And once you submit the form, the committee reviews it, and then a mentor and a mentee get matched, and they start working together. Also, I would like to encourage all of you, maybe as mentor, as mentee, to participate in this and make this a huge success. And yeah, that's it. Over to you, Dr. Prasad.
Thank you, Eamon. Thank you, Anurag sir. Thank you, Ashima ma'am. I hope this mentorship program can bring about the much needed change we have envisioned it can. Agyantimirandhasya Gyananjan Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yen Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. जिसने ज्ञानांजन रूप शलाका से अज्ञान रूप अंधकार से अंधे हुए लोगों की आंखें खोली, उन गुरु को मेरा नमस्कार है. Keeping in spirit with this shlok, I would like to invite our Dean Ma'am, Dr. Ritu Arora, to enlighten us with her wise words and to officially launch our new endeavors.
Thank you very much, Kushal, for having me here, and the whole Gurukool team for having me here for the launch of their new initiative. I'm very, very impressed with this mentor-mentee program, which is actually the need of the hour currently. As you know, the other speakers before me have rightly said, that it's not only that it helps us in the academics, but more it also helps in your character development. It helps you to strengthen your determination, your resolve in whatever you want to do, so that you are ultimately successful. So it brings about a fundamental change in the life qualities, basically. So I really wish you success in carrying out the program, and I hope that more and more people would enroll themselves as mentors and mentee, so that they can be a match which will be helpful for both. As Ashima rightly said, that it's not that the mentee benefits, but the mentor also benefits. Rather, I feel the mentor benefits more from this kind of an association. And maybe by the end of the day, let's see how many people enroll and the match starts as soon as possible. All the very best for this kind of a venture. And I still remember when I joined my medical college, you know, there was a scheme, and we were all enrolled with a mentor at that time. I mean, that's way back in 1977. And we were always put with a mentor, and we were free to visit the mentor. And the mentor guided us at every step as to what to do next, and which really helped to shape our character. So wish you all the very best in carrying out this program, and also for your another endeavor for the Gurukool Fund, so as to help our students to really benefit it in the form of books or travel grants, or in whatever way they can help, so that it helps in their pursuit of academics in the medical education. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for launching our events. You'll always be an inspiration to all of us. Thank you so much. We are now coming close to the end of our program. I am very glad to see over 100 participants have joined us today. To give the vote of thanks, I would now like to invite Mr. Kunal.
Thank you, Dr. Kushag. I would like to thank Dr. Ritu Arora ma'am, Dean of Maulana Azad Medical College, for supporting us through all our endeavors and being our mentor. My deepest thanks to all the donors, faculty, alumni, and students of Maulana Azad Medical College for their support and guidance and encouragement throughout the year. This endeavor would not be what it is today without all of you. I would also like to thank Dr. Ramji, Dr. Suresh Kumar sir, Dr. Daga, Dr. Gautam, Dr. Sareen, Dr. Navajit Roy for supporting us throughout and for being a part of the today's event. Dr. Anurag, Dr. Ashima, Dr. Lavneesh, and Dr. Maheshwari, I thank you for your guidance and all the time, energy, and work spent in laying out the foundation for Satyanveshi and the Gurukool Student Fund. So Lakshana, Komal, Nishtha, and Arvachi, thank you for the amazing ideas and all the hard work you put in throughout. This event would not have been possible without the Gurukool IT team, Janvi, Bhavya, Nimanj, and Aryan, who put in countless hours on the material for the social media platforms as well as for the event's presentation. And most importantly, this event could not have been a success without all of you, our audience and viewers for whom we put up this event. Though we do really miss having MAMC Dialogues this year, but this is not the end. If the situations favor, we will do it all it needs to make it possible next year. For more updates about Gurukool and its events, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Links for the same have been shared in the chat box. All the links that have been shown in the presentation are live now and can be accessed through our website. Thank you all once again. This is Team Gurukool signing off. I hope you all have a wonderful time. Until next time.
Thank you everyone for joining and wishing you a happy Teachers' Day again. Thank you everyone for joining. It means really a lot to us by your presence here. Thank you.